to be gay. Doesn't matter if you're a boy, girl, or somewhere in between. Queer Kid Stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff. Opening a performance with lyrics like "It's okay to be gay" for a room full of adults is one thing, but it's entirely different for a room full of kindergartners. Opening a performance with lyrics like "It's okay to be gay" for a room full of adults is one thing, but it's entirely different for a room full of kindergartners.
Good evening and welcome to the program.
However,
People saying the earth is round and not
suppository of all wisdom.
They're the so-called man caves where many husbands
Gay patriots all across Australia.
Dividing people into groups of racist.
Well, then you're a racist.
In our democracy and way of
One in
life
six
and culture, and I
Australians
believe
is
it's
now
not.
living off the dole.
being persecuted for expressing their right to free
We don't want
speech.
Australia to be overrun by these people.
And I got obsessed with my body straight away.
Indeed. Well, we're in the grip of the Ice Age, the dealing and use of the drug ice.
On religious preaching in Rundle
The
Mall.
Australian flag, Anzac Day, the national anthem, bacon.
Hey, welcome to Hide from Fire. I am, as always, Adam Sage, and yeah, everything seems to be actually working this time. No hiccups so far. So yeah, let's just get straight into it, shall we? First burp. There we go. Okay. Let's see. U.S. similar to North Korea. Defector slams U.S. woke schools. Ooh, a North Korean person slamming woke culture. Well, you know what they're going to say about her. A North Korean defector who moved to the United States says she thought she was entering a country that promoted free speech. Instead, she found the opposite when she went to university. Yeah, no shit. Yemeni Pak, or however that's pronounced, attended Columbia University, and then she soon realized that she was in a system that focused on political correctness and contained anti-Western sentiment. Yep, that's called university. She says she thought the system would encourage free thinking and open dialogue, but instead found they were being forced to think a certain way. Following her experience, she said, even North Korea isn't this nuts. Oh. I expected I was paying this fortune. There's another burp. All this time and energy to learn how to think, but they are forcing you to think the way they want you to think. Pak told Fox News. I realized, wow, this is insane. I thought America was different, but I saw so many similarities to what I saw in North Korea that I started worrying. Park, 27, said she couldn't believe she would be asked to do this much censoring of myself at a university in the US. She fears the US future is as bleak as North Korea's. Yeah, it is if political correctness has its way. Park saw red flags immediately after being scolded by a staff member for admitting she enjoyed classical literature such as Jane Austen. Why? She was told those writers had a colonial mindset, were racist and bigots and subconsciously brainwashing you. Yeah, as opposed to what the university's trying to do, which is that's not subconsciously, that's just like, straight out saying they're trying to brainwash you. Pak was also shocked and confused about the gender language issues after students were asked to provide their preferred pronouns. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. You're absolutely right to be confused by that. Having preferred pronouns is completely irrational, completely illogical, makes absolutely no sense. Oh, by the way, happy Pride Month, everyone.
Gay!
I'm sorry. Happy Pride Month.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere.
Alrighty, what else are we? With English, a 27-year-old's third language, she was discouraged for still using him and her pronouns. English is my third. So she was discouraged because she used English correctly. Yeah, well, English is my third language. I learned it as an adult. Sometimes I still say he or she by mistake. And now they're going to ask me to call them they. How the heck do I incorporate that into my sentence? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It was chaos. It felt like the regression in civilization. Even North Korea is not this nuts, she admitted. Yeah, in North Korea, you don't have to use they pronouns because even in North Korea, that doesn't make sense. Her professor gave students trigger warnings, sharing the wording from readings in advance so people could opt out of reading or even sitting in class during discussions, Park told the Post. Gee, I wonder if fucking a bunch of fucking entitled privileged kids who are just there, like, not because they're there to learn, but just there because going to university is a thing to do, are just going to opt out of the class, say, yeah, I'm offended by everything, so you just have to give me an A. Every problem they explain to us is because of white men. Some of the discussions of white privilege reminded her of the caste system in her native country, where people were categorized based on their ancestors, she said. Yep, that's exactly what it is. They want to have this fucking, this caste system where, basically who you were born to dictates where you are in life. Like, they want to, like, basically, so that if you're not born into the correct family, you don't even go to university at all. You can't move up, you can only move down. So if you're someone who was born into a rich family and you do something wrong, like you say something that isn't correct by their woke ideology, well, then you're, like, downgraded to, like, middle class or downgraded to working class. And the thing with North Korea is you can be downgraded. You can go from an office worker to a farmhand, but you can never work your way back up. And that's exactly what universities and the people who attend them want. Going to Colombia, the first thing I learned was safe space, she said. Every problem she found she would get into arguments with lecturers and students about subjects and eventually learned how to just shut up in order to maintain her good grades. I literally crossed the Gobi Desert to be free and realized I'm not free. America is not free. North Korean, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Park fled North Korea in 2007, venturing across the Gobi Desert into China before moving to South Korea. She then went to school in New York in 2016. Oh, so right as it was all ramping up. She said cancel culture and shouting down opposing views is becoming censorship, and fears Western societies could eventually give up their rights without knowing they are doing so. Yeah, they don't take it all away at once. It's like they say, day one wasn't the gas chambers. Park, who wrote about her escape from North Korea and life in the repressive regime in the 2015 memoir, In Order to Live, said Americans seem to be willing to give their rights away, not realizing they may never come back. They don't. Government can only take rights away. Government cannot give you rights. Voluntarily, these people are censoring each other, silencing each other. No force behind it, she said. Other times in history, there's a military coup, like a force comes in and takes your rights away and silencing you. But this country is choosing to be silenced, choosing to give their rights away. Park said she sees similarities between the US and North Korea. North Korea was pretty insane. Like, the first thing my mum taught me was don't even whisper. The birds and mice could hear me. Yep, that's exactly what they want. Like, don't even voice your opinion. You don't know who's listening. Google is listening, so just keep your mouth shut, smile and agree. Park, who witnessed starvation and death, says Americans are obsessed with oppression, even though they haven't witnessed it firsthand. Abso-fucking-lutely. The 27-year-old said the situation in North Korea is bleak because people don't have access to the internet and limited exposure to the globe. At school, she was taught dictator, not doctor, although he probably calls himself a doctor. Dr. Kim Jong-un was starving and overworked. However, when she moved to South Korea, she was shown pictures that showed how fat he was compared to other North Korean citizens. Yeah, no shit. She says there are signs in the US education system is doing the same thing to its citizens. That's what it's done when you're brainwashed, she said. In some ways, they in the US are brainwashed, even though there's evidence so clearly in front and they can't see it. Oh, she is going to get eviscerated by the woke for this. There is absolutely no way. Yep, they're going to call her all types of fucking things. They're going to call her a fascist. They're going to call her anti-fucking LGBTQ fucking whatever. Racist, you name it. Homophobic, you fucking name it. They are absolutely going to just, attack the shit out of this woman simply because, she can see objective reality and see what's in front of her. And speaking of, objective reality and... Yeah, that was a terrible segue. Anyway, we'll just go to the climate change one. Climate change organization inspired by Greta Thunberg's school strike calls itself racist and disbands.
How dare you?
That's right. They called themselves racist. Oh, and that actually reminds me. This video will also be going up on Odyssey. I just created an account, so I'll be uploading. I'm not going to upload the whole back catalog. If you want that, go to BitChute. But from this episode forward, I assume that everything will be going up on Odyssey as well. For years now, the radical left, the radical left has ruled over activist circles with an iron fist, while most of the attention is rightfully focused on their external engagements. That doesn't mean there isn't internal strife amongst leftists. No, they have to fight with everybody, and you can never be woke enough. Sometimes that dirty laundry even makes headlines. Take school strike for climate, for example. According to the National Review, School Strike for Climate is a collection of local student-led movements inspired by Greta Thunberg that all aim to battle climate change, except for the chapter in Auckland, New Zealand, apparently. The Auckland chapter announced in a Saturday Facebook post that the group would be disbanding as an organization. The reason? Because it's racist at its core, apparently. So they called themselves racist, I guess, because they what's this? Been blocked by an extension. Oh, reload. Whoa. Yeah, unblock post. Oh, here we go. This is what they said. Disbandment of school strike for climate, Auckland. See, discussion of racism. School strike for climate Auckland is disbanding as an organisation. This is under the suggestion and guidance of the BIPOC, Black, Indigenous and People of Colour members of our group, as well as individual BIPOC activists and organisations. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, they were too white for their own good? Gee, who would think that a group based in Auckland, New Zealand might skew on the white people's side, especially when it's a far left group. I can't imagine any far left activist group skewing mainly white people. That is absolutely shocking. Members of the group, individual. Okay, we are not holding any more climate strikes in the Auckland region. Our members have also separated from the national SS4C team. Going forward, we will only be using our social media to uplift BIPOC-led... Oh, God, okay. God, this goes on for a while. No, not now. Go away. Where were we? Disbanding, blah, blah, blah. Where was it? BIPOC-led climate justice spaces in Auckland. BIPOC communities are disproportionately affected by climate change, so the fight for climate justice should be led by their voices and needs, not whatever I'm guessing that means, white ones. So hang on, what do you mean that black people, brown people, whatever, are disproportionately affected by climate change? See, this is the thing. These people want segregation because if everyone's free, if everyone if it's a melting pot, if it's multicultural, then everybody lives everywhere, so everything affects everyone equally. they live in a world where everyone should be segregated into different sections based on their color. That's why they think this. We are disbanding because since 2019, SS4 Auckland, as well as the wider national group, we thought we can't speak on their behalf, has been a racist white-dominated space. SS4C, AKL, has avoided, ignored, and tokenized BIPOC voices and demands, especially those of Pacifica and Maori individuals in the climate activism space, as well as the responsibility and urgent needs to decolonize the organization. Dude, this is so funny because I guarantee it's just gonna die. Like the group will just die out now because the only people keeping this brain dead horse shit going are the fucking woke white fucking leftists. You don't get brown people who are this entitled. You don't get brown people who are this fucking dumb. So yeah, their group is over. Where were we? Climate space. As well as this, the responsibility and urgent need to decolonize the organization has been put off far too long. SS4C also delayed paying financial reparations for the work BIPOC groups and individuals within and alongside the group have done for this organization in the past. This is a non-exhaustive list. Okay, so they weren't paying black people? Is that what I've read there? Has also delayed paying financial reparations for the work. It's not reparations if you work. It's just being paid. It's just, it's a wage. It's an income. Wait, so when they pay a person of color to do a job, they consider that reparations. That makes no sense. We apologize for hurt, burnout, and trauma caused to many BIPOC individuals, including current and past members. They're all going to be past members, as well as BIPOC-led groups. We also apologize for further trauma caused by our slow action to take responsibility. Our disbandment is well overdue. Acknowledging that our racist and dismissive our attitude has been racist and dismissive of voices that have, this is straight up fucking virtue signaling. These people, I guarantee their group is just being shitty. Like, it's just not going anywhere in that. And rather than admit that it didn't work, they lost, nobody gives a fuck about their cause. No, they're like virtue signaling. No, we just weren't, okay. You can help by messaging. Anyway, if you are a BIPOC-led climate justice organization or a BIPOC climate blah, 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 let us know. We can help by messaging our Instagram, Facebook, or emailing. Oh, that is tempting. We will uplift your, School for Climate Strike, blah, blah, blah. And the main reaction to this is people laughing. I wonder if I can see the comments. 0 of 339. Wow. Wow, it's not showing. It's not even going to show the comments, is it? Show friends, comment, engaging. Okay. No, it's they're not letting anyone see the comments because going by this, it's just, or maybe it's because I don't have a Facebook account. But yeah, it is just. Okay, let's see if I can do it here. No, it's not going to let me. It is not going to let me at all. All right, so BIPOC communities, blah, 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 blah. So that's the end of that. Apparently, fighting for climate is racist.
How dare you?
Well, no, how dare you, bitch? How dare you? How dare you be so racist as not to include BIPOCs in your climate? That makes no fucking sense. That is just straight. That has to be just all it can be is is just straight up fucking virtue signaling. And speaking of straight up fucking virtue signaling, Victoria's Secret ditches Angels, enlists Megan Rapinoe, Priyanka Chopra as new ambassadors. Okay, well, let's
World-famous Angel Wings. Instead, the brand will lean on high-profile women like soccer superstar and activist Megan Rapinoe, who are known for their accomplishments rather than their figures. The brand tapped all different kinds of famous women who share a common passion for positive change. They will work with Victoria's Secret to redefine how the company markets to young women, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, except it's women buying it for men, and generally it's the men who are paying for it. So this is going to appeal to exactly 0 people. Like, who is this appealing to? These fucking, what? You think these fucking dyke, you think that dyke bitch soccer player who got her ass handed to her by a bunch of 14-year-old boys, but you think she was ever shopping at Victoria's Secret? Victoria's Secret, known for its scantily clad model and blah, blah, blah. The company on Wednesday announced its new VS Collective, a platform it says will build a new, deeper relationship with all women. You make underwear. Joining Chopper Jones and Rapinoe in the collective is model and body advocate Pamela Essier, 17-year-old Chinese American freestyle. Okay, you have a 17-year-old girl. Okay, this is getting weird. Okay, and South Sudanese Australian model Adut Khatek. I am here for the Victoria's Secret. In my country, the only secret is stay away from rape. And transgender model Valentine Sampio. I am humbled to join this group of incredible women to drive change within Victoria's Secret brand. Oh, Rapinoe said, sorry, I gave that the wrong voice. No, so I'll give it a lesbian voice. My bad. So often I felt myself on the outside looking in with brands in beauty and fashion industry, and I'm thrilled to be creating a space that sees true spectrum of all women. Sampio said the began part of collective positive change. No, it's okay. You can call it positive change. It's the only change that's happening is your fucking your stock price is about to plummet. Your sales are about to fucking plummet. Actually, I wonder how long before they realize the error of their ways and go back to like just having fucking supermodels, model the shit, because that's what supermodels are for. Yeah, I wonder if getting in now, like, because I have to assume that their stock price has just absolutely plummeted. I wonder if getting in now and buying stock as it plummets, because I guarantee they're going to turn around and go, "Whoop, we were wrong. Actually, we like money." This is after they had to close down in fucking New York City because of all the lockdowns and all the fucking riots and shit. Victoria's Secret has been criticized for years over its marketing that uses slender models dressed in lingerie. That's who lingerie is for. In 2019, the company cancelled its Victoria's Secret fashion show following backlash. It didn't include models of all sizes and backgrounds. So it didn't include a fat bloke who identifies as a skinny woman, in other words. It's part of a larger brand transformation, Peace said. And a lot of it went into picking 7 women to represent it. Yet, 6 women and 1 mentally ill gay. We look for women who had a track record of accomplishment. That's actually an accomplishment in itself. But also multi-dimensional aspect of who I are and how they showed up in the world that would help us bring a different type of narrative to our brand. You sell underwear. This is fucking insane. This is absolutely going to fucking crash the brand, and yeah. I say fine, get woke, go broke, as they say. Because that's exactly, whoops, I deleted the wrong one there. Never mind. Oh yeah, and then that, so they got this fucking dyke soccer player. Megan Rapinoe's Victoria's Secret role sparks huge backlash. Oh, who could have thought about that? See what this video is.
We continue to learn is that there's no level of status and there's no accomplishment or power that will protect you from the clutches of inequality. One cannot simply outperform inequality or be excellent enough to escape discrimination of any kind.
Yeah, you can.
And I'm here today because
called a
I know
meritocracy.
firsthand that this is true. We're so often told in this country that if you just work hard and continue to achieve, you will be rewarded, and rewarded fairly.
Well, no.
It's the
No one's ever said that. If you work hard and continue to achieve, you will achieve. You just said achieve. What do you mean rewarded fairly? Like, I put in the same effort, so I deserve the same results. No, that's not how meritocracy works.
promise of the American dream, but that promise has not been for everyone. But
Except
we don't
you.
have to wait. We don't have to continue to be patient for decades on end. We can change that today. We can change that right now. We just have to want to.
Okay, wait, stop. No, I don't want to watch fucking Rick and Morty, that woke fucking shit. Let's see. Victoria's Secret has been lambasted by conservative commentators for hiring soccer star and LGBTQ. Let's go bash the queers. Activist Megan Rapinoe as brand ambassador in a departure for their lingerie company. Rapinoe has become one of the faces of its Victoria's Secret catalogue with other accomplished women, blah, blah, blah. The announcement came, it would no longer, where is it? Megan, Rapinoe, nobody likes feminists, okay. However, Rapinoe's appointment has drawn the ire of conservative commentators on Quidditch, including Jessica Killer. So some of the dumbest people run the most powerful companies on earth, and it's hilarious watching them destroy themselves. Absolutely right. Okay, let's see. Nobody likes, at least they're the least. Yeah, nobody likes feminists. Nobody, even other feminists hate feminists. They're the least appealing people on the planet. 100% true. They fight with each other because, like, one feminist says, no, this is a space for women, and the other one says, well, trans women are real women too, and then they fight each other. TV host John Carroll posted, all of the ugly chicks agreeing with Victoria's Secret's new wokeness were the ones who didn't shop there because no one wanted to see them undress. Dumbest brand strategy ever. 100% right you are, sir. Jane Ellis, who served as senior advisor and former President Trump during his 2020 re-election campaign, posted, is Victoria's Secret really trying to pretend that women who aren't into being sexy and beautiful too? I don't want to look like Megan Rapinoe. I can be feminine and empowered, thanks. Ooh, burn. Right, it says, what PR strategy suggested this garbage? Women want to look like angels. No one wants to look like Megan Rapinoe. Oh, God. And then follow-up tweet. No one is saying she's not in great shape, but she's an athlete who doesn't have curves. The vast majority of Victoria's Secret are curvy women, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. However, a large number of Twitter praised the company. Yeah, of course they did. RT, if you think Mira is amazing and powerful. Oh, God. And it just keeps going on as company yeah, well, anyway, let's just go to this one. Let's just go to this tweet here. And let's see. Yeah, I don't care about I'm being suspended. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's intelligent. Let's see. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. Whoops. Should have said. Okay.
How dare